respected excellencies, first ladies, eminences, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends of the summit, President Dr. Walsh, and especially Chairman Reverend Hyang Jin Moon. First of all, I'm extremely honored to be here today and thankful for the opportunity to address at this meeting, whose topic is exactly what the country I represent, Bosnia and Herzegovina, is striving for more than ever, and that is the title of this high-level summit: peace, stability, security, and human development. To begin with, I feel the need to say that I was an active participant in the war in Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, but also a man who has already during the war significantly contributed to the establishment of peace and trust. And knowing the horrors of war, today, as politician, I act in a way so that those horrors of war would never happen again, neither to us nor others. Since the time of ancient Greece and famous ancient Greek philosophers, to this day reflect or rather attempts to go on with on aim to decipher what is a freedom, peace, democracy, and in which way it's possible to provide them to the mankind. From Socrates to the Renaissance philosophers and the advocates of peace and human identity, peace is defined as a basic human right. Within my Croatian people, there is a well-known writer and politician, Ivan Gundulić, who lived from year 1589 to 1683 in Dubrovnik, Liberian city republic, which has long been historically independent and who had only one word written in its flag, and that is libertas. That means freedom. Ivan Gundulić wrote a hymn to freedom, in which the following version are repeated several times in order to evaluate in the simplest way that innate need of every human being is freedom. Oh beautiful, oh dear, oh sweet freedom. In a more recent history, we find that the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America represents a beginning of the road at the biggest step toward achieving this ideal. This breakthrough is embodied in exalted position. We hold the trust to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are indeed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the person to be happiness. However, even for the country which has incorporated into its foundation this lofty declaration, took nearly 200 years to implement it to all of its citizens. In the preamble of Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted by the General Assembly of the United Nations on December 10, 1948, and which was created as a result of horrific crimes and human rights violations during the World War II, the first paragraph reminds humanity that recognition of inherent dignity of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Today, in a modern era, in a spirit of God's law, numerous declarations, legal documents, and undeniable comparate to the human history, a very high level of knowledge of everyone on the planet, there is a certain number of countries, meaning part of humanity as well, where it is not possible to achieve peace. Lack of peace and wars fought directly affect to the right to live as a basic human right, which is in itself implies to the part of humanity is deprived of its liberty. Unfortunately, not only where wars are being fought, but also in non-democratic society, which have compromised their fundamental rights. This means that to date, we still have not managed to establish a society where human rights are respected and where justice and trust are being implemented. I'm confident that I will not exaggerate if I say that even today, advanced forces in the world, and I believe all of us gathered to discuss how to reach the stars. That is, how to attain a society which everyone will be ensured with stable peace and respect for human rights. An ordinary man, as I myself, tends to simplify his things, looking for answer to the Creator and His law. That's my thoughts leading me in a direction which should provide us with an answer where the rights and freedoms of an individual or collective start to pose a threat to the freedom and rights of others. Cases that impede relationship between individuals and collectives are being hidden in this hard-to-define zone, which then lead to the endangerment of rights of others. The essential question is how to achieve harmony in our relation, which are bounded by the differences in cultures, religions, interests and goals, which would lead us to a society that will ensure lasting peace, stability and security of the whole mankind. During the war in Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, I considered it my duty to defend my people, my country, which I did and what I'm proud of. I was a soldier, general, and the ideals which I have fought for were freedom, justice and truth, confident that those ideals, once we attained and defend them, would ensure peace for everyone. Later, after the war, I realized that those against whom I fight for, convinced that they will fight exactly for the same ideas as well. Realizing this has introduced me to the new dimension of comprehension of attitudes towards events, phenomena, as well as toward the truth in a society. I believe that many of you are familiar with or are less aware of this dimension that has largely determined my future life stances and, I believe, action as well. Today, as a politician, with the same zeal, despite numerous obstacles in the country of multiplied transition and with destructive ideas and ideologies still being present, I aim to maintain peace, provide stability, which would be sustainable, and attain security and respect for human rights for all peoples and citizens, regardless of their nationality, religion, and orientation, on the whole territory of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sometimes it seems to me that in this way I do not have a lot of companions, and that it would be much simpler and easier to walk the way of loud minority, the way of hypocrites, lies, and injustice. I will end my speech quoting Mother Teresa, a symbol of peace and struggle for fundamental human rights of those who are deprived of them, and the Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Love begins at our homes. Love lives in homes, and that is the way there is so much suffering and misery in the world. It seems that today everyone is in a terrible hurry, impatient to achieve great success, development, wealth and the like. And children are given so little time from their parents. Parents haven't no time for each other. And that is how in families begins the disruption of peace in the world. This is from my heart. When I received invitation for this summit, I didn't know many things about the United Peace Foundation and ideas of it. I was thinking, would I came or not? Now, I believe that wasn't my will to be here, or Mr. Kim wished to bring me here on this summit. It was a God will. Thank you, Mr. Kim, and thank you, all of you.